Hey, what's up guys, Tech Titan here, and I am back again with a brand new video. Real quick, before we begin this review, I want to thank everyone so much for watching my previous videos, supporting the channel. So I have 281 subscribers at the making of this video, and we're so close to getting 300 subscribers. So I want to thank you all so much for subscribing and watching my videos. If you want to keep up with me, follow me on Snapchat. I post behind the scenes and other things besides tech. I'll leave an annotation link right here and one in the description. So if you guys want to follow me, I'll follow you back. And yeah, let's begin this review. So in this video, we're going to be reviewing the Galaxy J3 Prime, which is surprisingly the best budget Samsung Galaxy phone. The design is what makes this phone a good budget package because it looks really nice. I love the color. I love the stealthy black color and this little plastic piece, not metal. So it has this brushed metal feel, but it's plastic. But that's okay because this is more so towards the budget consumer. And it feels good in the hand. It is slippery, so I would recommend a case on it. But let's walk through the ports. So on the right hand side you have your power port, and it's right here, and it's easy to feel for. It's tactile and it's clicky, so I like the power button. I like the button placements of this phone. And on the left hand side you have your volume rockers, your up and down volume. And on the front of the phone you have your 2 megapixel camera with all your proximity sensors. And on the back of the phone, you have your 5 megapixel camera with the LED flash. And I'll talk a little bit more about the camera. And you guys will be surprised that this camera can, what this camera can do. But I'll save that for the upcoming minutes. So on the bottom of the phone, you have your micro USB port. And you also have your 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. Thank God this one is not gone. And you also have your microphone right here. And you also have a microphone at the top of the phone for for calls and if you want to record video on it. Alright, so enough of that. Let's walk through the phone. And as soon as you turn it on, you're greeted with this screen. All you have to do is just swipe to unlock, which is pretty easy. And Samsung's UI it's been way better than it was a few years ago. It works smoothly, especially with a phone with a budget processor. And the processor on here is an Exynos chip, and it works good. It works really good. While it's not the fastest chip out there, obviously, it's definitely not the slowest. It does tasks pretty nicely, and it loads app fairly quickly, so the messaging app, really quickly. And also the phone app, for example, loads up really nice and quick. So this processor this processor is not by any means slow, and it's a really good processor, and it's efficient. Okay, so let's talk about the camera, and here it is. Let's open up the app. And here's the deal with the camera. It's a 5 megapixel sensor, and the front facing is a 2 megapixel sensor. And okay, so the camera quality from the pictures that I took, and you will guys see it in a second, and I'll let you do your own judgment, but here's from my judgment. And the camera in good outdoor conditions and good lighting conditions, it can do a pretty decent job. Now it takes some the pictures that it took with the outdoor shots, and they lack dynamic range, and they also lack sharpness. So the front-facing camera is 2 megapixel sensor, and it's actually pretty good. Not the best, of course, but not the worst. And overall, if I were to rate this camera in the budget world from a scale of 1 to 10, it would definitely get a solid 7.5. It's not the best in the budget world, but it's not the worst. It's a decent camera, and it can get the job done. So there's that for the camera. So the next topic that I want to talk about is I talked a little bit about performance, but performance on this phone is pretty good. Daily tasks, as in watching videos and browsing the web, they're pretty smooth and they're pretty clean. Now, as of the battery life, the battery experience, let's open up the back. It's a 2600 milliamp hour battery, and it lasted me through the whole day. Now, my usage was a moderate use, and by my moderate is pretty much taking a couple of pictures, browsing the web, and watching a couple of YouTube videos, and it lasted me all day. So the battery life on this phone for me was pretty good. Okay, so as of speaker quality, and that's one of the things that I was worried about, which the fact that the speaker is really small, and the positioning for it is kind of weird to me. But I mean, overall, let's watch a video and let you guys see, and I'll give my words on how the speaker performs. So let's see. Let's do on KBHD. Alright, so here it is, listen up.
Hey, what is up guys, I'm KVHD here, and the Samsung Galaxy S8 is everywhere. And that makes sense because not only does Samsung have a massive marketing budget to put this thing in front of your eyes, but it also happens to be a really great phone, so it makes sense. But
Okay, so let me make my judgment. And speaker quality, it gets loud, and it does get a tiny bit distorted when played at the highest volume. But it's a pretty good speaker. Now I tried to block it with my finger, and it would block a little bit off the sound, but not all of it, which is pretty good. So speaker quality is decent. Now the display quality, and Samsung is pretty much in their flagship phone, the Galaxy S8. They're known for having the best display on the market. OLED, bright, vivid, and saturation color is awesome on the S8. But this one is an IPS panel, and the panel on here is actually it's pretty good for a budget phone. One gripe that I do have about it is that viewing angle, the colors may get a little bit distorted, but when viewing it upside like that, the colors look pretty good. And since it's an IPS panel, it's good outdoors, but you might have to turn it on at full brightness. But that's okay. So display panel, the 720p panel is really nice, and so it's good for watching videos, reading text, and things in that nature. So display quality is pretty good, and speaker quality is also pretty decent. So bottom line, here's where I draw the conclusion. This phone costs $70, and the rival of this phone, in my opinion, would be the LG Aristo, and I made a video about the LG Aristo a lot, so you guys can check it out on my channel, and you'll see it. But for me, if I were to pick a phone, it's not a comparison between it and the LG Aristo, but they're both similarly priced. So if I were to pick which one I would choose, they're both come close. Now the LG Aristo has the 13 megapixel sensor. It has in my opinion, a better camera. Display quality, I would I would hand it to the Samsung, but that's my opinion. That's what I see in my eyes. If you guys can get your hands on these two phones and check out their displays individually, you can make your judgment to whether you want it or not. But overall, the best part about this phone is its sleek black design with its sort of a matte soft touch plastic on the back. And like I said, it is slippery. I would throw a case on it just in case. Wow. Case, Jake, I would throw a case just in case. Never mind. I will dislike this video just for that, but please don't. So who's this phone for? So this phone is for people who are on a budget and they want a budget smartphone like this, but at the same time they don't want a lot of compromises. And it does it well. So there are a lot of great features about this phone. There are a lot of good things about this phone. Some cons, but overall, for what it's worth, for the price, it's a pretty decent phone. And this pretty much aimed for consumers who are looking for a budget smartphone, or maybe parents who are looking to buy their kids their first smartphone. And this will do a really good job, and it looks nice. Again, I would slap a case on it, but yeah. So let's put the phone down, and I want to thank you all so much for watching this video, and subscribing to the channel really means a lot to me. If you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and do so for more tech videos. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.